Hi, I'm John Gray, and you're in the right place if you want to improve your relationships, understand men and women, and grow in love. Today's question is from Amber. I'll read that to you. I've been in a relationship with a guy for 2 years, and it's been great. However, some time now, he's been stressed out with job and school search, and he's become quite distant. I pushed him by asking what he wants from me, and he said we should just be friends. He broke up with me yesterday. I just read the cave section of your book, and I'm wondering what happens after you are burned by the cave. Is there a chance that we can get back together? There's a high possibility that you can get back together. But the first thing is to understand why he was so irritated and annoyed by you. When men go to the cave, they just need time for themselves. It's not about you. But women generally don't understand that. They feel like, oh, he doesn't love me, he doesn't care about me, and that pushes a panic button. And suddenly you begin to feel needy for reassurance that you are loved. Now, every woman does need reassurance that she is loved. There's no problem with that, but it's the right timing. When men do romantic things, that will give her the reassurance she needs, going out on dates and things like that. She gets a chance to feel special. But every man has a need to connect, but he also has a need to disconnect. And that's his cave time. And when he's in that place of needing to separate, to pull back, if you push at him at that time, then he starts to feel irritated and annoyed, and that you become needy. You push this button inside of him that raises his stress level. And already, as you pointed out, he's having challenges in his work. Challenges in a man's work is one of the most difficult things for him to accomplish or to deal with. Because when a man feels successful in his life and in his work, the masculine hormones go up. But then what happens is when he doesn't feel successful, they go down, and his interest in his partner will decrease at that time. But if you give him a lot of space so he can pull away, and don't try to help him at that time, and don't seek reassurance at that time, but to trust, give him trust. He's going through what he needs to do. There's nothing I can do for him other than give him what he needs most, which is trust that he will come out of this. Trust that he still cares about you. But when you don't have that trust, often it's just you don't understand men. And that's why you read my book and you realize men in their cave. You know, for 25 years, women have said to me, that's the best part of the book for them. Because so many times when a man pulls away, women mistakenly take it personally and feel like, oh, I did something wrong. What was my mistake? What's wrong with him? Why is he reacting this way? We have all these problems. And when you come to him with that, you're like pushing a sore spot in his body, and it becomes more and more irritated. So now you understand, right? You're getting a little more information there. How do you salvage the situation? It is possible. I've seen it possible. As a man, I know what you need to do. You need to just very casually say to him, let him know that you read my book, or you read it in a book about understanding men, and that you did everything wrong. If you can say that, it doesn't make a man feel worse about you. It gives a man hope that maybe we can make this work. But when you approached him, and as you said, I pushed him by asking, what more do you want of me? What do you want from me? What you're doing that's called neediness, and that just pushes him away even more, makes him wrong for doing something he needs to do for himself. It's not about you. It's not about pushing you out of his life. It's about what he needs. And he clearly cares about you. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been irritated by you. So that's a good sign. But at the same time, you have to rectify the situation by taking, at this point, 100% responsibility for saying, I read this book. I realized I didn't understand men. I thought the best thing was to ask you questions and connect, talk more, and so forth. Now I realize you just needed your space, and that's cool with me. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. And I made a big, big mistake. And there's so many other things I realized I've been doing things wrong. So I just want you to know that I can make this change and give you the space you need and don't have to push you away. So I hope that when you're feeling good about your work and all these things, if you're still interested in me, I think we can make it work. I think you're the most amazing guy. You do this for me. You do this for me. I remember when you did this. I remember when you did this. I fell in love with you. That's why I want to be with you. But I understand I pushed that away, pushed you away, and I'm so sorry. And I hope one day you can forgive me. Done. Create the space for him to take that in and not push again to say, well, when can we get back together? What can we do better? And you could even say to him, and you don't have to say anything, I just want to let you know this so that you can see the changes in me in case you desire me again. Done.